Hello, welcome members. This is a session to help members record their end of term results and prepare their terminal reports for our students at the end of this term. You, you open the app, it's an Excel app. You have on the top of it, you have class list, English language, maths, science, and then up to the overall overall. Yes, so as a start, when you click on the subject, the class list, that is where you start, and you enter the names of your student. Yes, you enter the names of your student, and then how to enter. When you click on the screen, you go to edit, then the keyboard will come. If you want, you can activate the upper keys on your keyboard. I can do it, and then you type in the list of the student you have in your class. For example, I have Banira Matthew. So when you finish, you go to the next one, number two. Yes, so number two, you can have the star, Alfred. Yes. So you go to number three, you can have Humphrey. Humphrey. Yeah, yes. Then and then continue up to the last student in the class. So when you have, then you move to the next student, you move to the next column, and that is the various subject areas. The various subject areas. And in the various subject areas, you have, when you go to the next subject, then you have the next column, you have the subject that you follow is English language. English language. English language transform. So when you go to tap on English language, see that the names are typed on the class list, uh, exported to the subject area English language. Then when you tap on mathematics, they are there again. You go to science. So the names were reflected in all the subjects. You go to social studies, the same. Then you go to RME, the same. Then you go to ICT, the same. You go to French, the same. You go to Ghanaian language, here we have Ga to be reflected there. Then you go to BDT, they are there. Then you go to project, the names are there. You go to overall, the names are there. So when you have it that way, then so at the overall side you have all the subjects, mass up to the last subject you have. Yes. Then let's go back to the class list. So the class we have here, then the subject you want to start recording. Let's say if you are the English teacher, you type on the English subject, then you have the names, and then you have continuous assessment 1, continuous assessment 2, continuous assessment test 3. Then you have, when you add in 30, 30, 40, then you have 100%. Then you have 50% of that. And then the exams, what? Yes, let me hold it. So you have the test 1, test 2, test 3, and then the total. So 30, 30, then you have 40. When you add, then you get 100. And then, for example, in the continuous assessment test 1, the first person, that is what? Matthew. They scored, Matthew scored, for example, if Matthew scored 20, so give him 20 out of 30. That is for the test 1, the test 2. For example, if he scored 25, or let's say 21, then you give him, then out of 40, for example, he scored 30. Then at the end of the day, when you enter, you see that the thing will add the 20, 21, 30, and that will give you 71. So you don't need to add again 71, the thing will calculate. Then the 71, then the system will also calculate 50% of 71, and that is giving you what? 36. 36%. Then you add the exams. If at the end of the day, the exam Matthew scored, let's see, it's scored, the exam is not out of 100, so if it's scored, let's say 70, then 70, then the system will calculate 50% of 70, that will give you what? 35. Then you add the 50, the total score 100, so the 50% plus 50%, that is this 35%, and then the other, this 52, the first 50% will give us what? 36. So when you add the 35 and the 36, you get 71. So automatically the grade will be calculated for him. And so when you get 71, means that then you get grade 2. Then grade 2, then your position in the class. And that is what first. And then the remarks, they give you the remarks too. And the remarks is very good. So this one you don't have to record them in, you don't have to type them in. So the calculations will be done as soon as you enter the name, the continuous assessment, and the exam score. That is all. Everything will be calculated for you. Let me end here. Then we continue later.